some players, and not only Ateneo, but even UST, who lost the last time out against Adams. And I thought part of that was already them feeling the effects of playing.
It was probably the fatigue
Diba?
from, you know, all the games, all the minutes played.
Thrice in 1 week naglaro ang Ateneo, sinundan ng thrice in 1 week ng UST. As Ladi fades away from a baseline, that's a well-executed play by Ateneo to start the game.
And the Ateneo Blue Eagles, they love executing these types of plays for Kimani Ladi. You know, freeing up your go-to guy, you want to get him started hot.
Mukhang ganun din yung ginawa ng FEU. Little back screen there under the basket to get Mongkopa going. Duel. Tuano with the advantage. The kick out to Escobar. Escobar crossing over Big Mo. Ladi will try again from 18. Not that time. Pasaol on the run. Sends it out to Mongkopa for 3. Gets it to go. Heart and soul of this team is really that guy. There's that blitz again. This time Konate dives. Kicks it out to Bautista with 4 to shoot. And Bautista finds the bottom of the rim on that one. 2 triples already for FEU.
Even with your hand up, Jorik Bautista, you can't give him any space, because as soon as he sees that space, he's taking up that shot.
Espina thought about it. Downstairs to Escobar. Uses that body to clear Jaden Jones. And a Rexona ice cool shot of the quarter. Thanks to Rexona with Active Shield technology that helps you stay fresh and protected from sweat and odor throughout the game with regular use. 8-7 is our score.
And since Ateneo has been playing sort of a small ball lineup, they're able to switch on defense, which gives them an advantage on the defensive end.
Oh, nice find, but a nice rejection by Waki Espina. He gets it back. He lines up a 3. Not that time. Masconate clears the pitch ahead to Pasaol. Lazo staying with Pasaol with the steal. Counter-attack here on the other end by the blue and white. And Escobar, the trailer. Back to Espina for the short stab. And the first lead of the game for the Blue Eagles.
And I love the way the Eagles have been passing that ball. They're actually number 2 in assists in the league right now. So, you know, it's really natural for them to give up that extra pass.
Stop and pop. A smooth move for the Davaoeño, Jorik Bautista.
Tuano seeing the matchup against Pasaol.
Yeah.
Looking to create.
A spray to Escobar, and Escobar finds the bottom of the rim.
And Ateneo blitzing once again. Jorik Bautista trying to make the others make decisions, and Felipe gets the bucket to go.
Yeah, his decision was to go hard. Espinosa pops out for 3. In and out. Ladi tips it to himself. Back to Espinosa. Sprays it to Espina. Espina drives. Gets the roll. Aki Espina giving it 15-13. Hyundai move with a half. Stargazer, let the future move you. Owens. Mongkopa against Espinosa. Definitely the mismatch there, and Mongkopa takes advantage.
And you know, if you're Ian Espinosa, you already at that mismatch. You don't want to gamble for this steal. You want to be straight up honest defense.
It's a home credit drive of the quarter. Get it with home credit. Second opportunity here for Ateneo. Lazaro gets away from Konate momentarily. Bongo offensive rebound. Konate denies him entry.
You know, Drew Bongo trying to challenge Mo Konate, but Konate is one of the leaders in blocks right now.
Nice dive there by Mongkopa. Nice fake. Trying to draw the foul. No. Espina ahead of the pack. Easy pickings. 5 on the 24. Good defense so far by FEU. Can they sustain? Yes, they do. Great discipline by everybody there, including Mongkopa at the end of that shot.
You said it, Boom. And Mongkopa almost gambled for that block, but then still got his hand on the ball.
Tight one so far with with a little over 2 minutes here left in the first. Trying to set up Konate. Yelvang denying him. Pasaol, flyby move. Gets the roll. Bongo has a mismatch also. He doesn't get it as Bautista is fronting him.
The Tamaraws have been doing a great job defensively. They have been making it hard, but Ateneo makes that three and makes Konate pay.
Yep, Yelvang able to knock down his first three of the season. Mongkopa trying to get it back, in and out. 2017. Escobar in a hurry. Escobar sidesteps. The last line of defense, Mo Konate. Games number 29 and 30 today. 29 is shaping up to be a good one. 2017 is what we begin with. Boom Gonzalez, Brix Ramos, FEU on the attack off a pocket pass.
A while ago, Pasaol and Bautista setting screens for one another. It makes it harder for the defense to...
This season usually comes off the bench.
Off the bench. And, you know, Sean Tuano has been big for the Blue Eagles. Right after, you know, the team scouting Kimani Ladi, Tuano stepped up and was that third go-to guy.
That's a home credit drive of the quarter. Get it with home credit. That's a guy who's really going to also get some more minutes with Coach Sean Chambers talking about
that trust and show that he's able to bring in the composure and maturity that this team needs. As Coach Tab said, they have to be more intelligent and intentional when they guard their opponents and take time in their offense.
Pasaol. Espinosa was there. Pasaol to Konate. Konate finds a way to get it up and in. Bahay steps back, sprays it, swings it to Espinosa. Great decision by Jared Bahay. Mongkopa, they get the switch against Konate.
Now Tuano wants to make the most of that mismatch.
Lazaro benefiting from a Tuano setup. Converge Super Play of the Quarter brought to you by Converge Super Fiber X. Live to the power of X, and now it's a 1-point lead.
Talk about that drive from Tuano. Knew he had that mismatch. Got the help from Mongkopa and hit the open Lazaro for the jumper.
Salansang looking for the screen. Salansang kicks it out to Bautista for three, and he gets it to go. It's what we're going to work with here. Bahay gets free for three. Got it.
Beautiful setup there. Kimani Ladi setting up that pin down. FEU very aggressive on the defensive end. You know, they're making the Eagles get that ball from way above the three-point line.
Great follow by Espina, not giving up on that play. Espina steps back. Got it. It's a nice series of moves, by the way. Espina's got 10 points after that BDO winning ways play of the quarter. BDO, we find ways.
That was a great move by Espina. Slowly lulling that defense to sleep and then going for that quick step back.
This was what Brix was talking about. Pasaol gets into the middle of that zone and then finds Mongkopa cutting.
The defense collapses.
May hang time pa. And Mongkopa, by the way.
Lazaro with the down screen on Ladi to get him open for setting that screen.
Ladi, that's his range. There you go. Lazo gets the brush from Tuano. Escobar. Konate is there to challenge, but the bang in the bucket for Dom Escobar on the drive against Felipe.
He has the bigger body. He uses that advantage.
Home credit drive of the quarter. Get it with home credit. I had to spell the difference here because these two teams are really hanging on to each other.
You're right there, Boom. But then these two teams, they're also both very capable.
Konate holding on to his ankle on the other end. It is 5-on-4 for Ateneo. And Jalen Lazo takes advantage of it. Mongkopa pops out. Pasaol trapped. Mongkopa underneath. And the follow-up by Miguel Ona, who came in for Mo Konate.
I just work in that to be the best because I want them to have a success. The Score Side Report is brought to you by BDO. We find ways. Now back to you, Boom and Brix.
Thank you very much, Jury. The difference that it makes for your team, Jury, with Mo Konate is back in the ballgame there. Almost a sure, nice dive cut by Escobar to get the bucket, but Conate swats it away.
And Dom Escobar even had the advantage in that play, but
Did.
you know, Mo Conate, the rim protector that he is.
Which something that Ateneo doesn't have without Divine Abdili, and John Ray Pasaol takes advantage and gets it up and in inside as Lazo misses the three. Escobar.
Miscommunication on the matchups with FEU.
Lazo thought about it. Tuano back out to Lazo. Contest, but it's too late for Conate. Yamaha rapid three-point shot brought to you by Yamaha Aerox. Fast, never looks good.
And that's great recognition for the Blue Eagles, knowing that you have the mismatch in Lazo and Conate. You want to bring Conate outside the paint where, you know, this isn't where his advantage is at.
2 triples in the game already. The kick ahead to Espina. Bobbles it for a second, but recovers just in time. Cetaphil fast break of the quarter. Boost 15 essential ceramides to actively hydrate and restore skin barriers. Cetaphil for everyone's sensitive skin. This is now the biggest lead. Bricks for Ateneo at 5. Ona from 16. Got it. Of this ball. Clear defensive move brought to you by Clear Men. Power up your dandruff-free scalp. Supercharged with Clear. Defense to offense. Outside to Escobar for 3. Laddie tips it to himself. The cut by Escobar, and Escobar with a bang from Kimani Laddie. Get the winning move for your dream home in one day with PS Bank Home Loan. Apply now.
How well can you adjust to these adjustments?
They draw Conate again to that three-point line. Around 2:30, 2:40 minutes a game talking about. So Bongo with a blow-by on a Converge Super play of the quarter, brought to you by Converge Super Fiber X. Live to the power of X, but right at the doorstep was Conate to put it up and in to cut the lead down to 3. Makapagalan. Now Mongcopa is back for him right away as we look at the exchange. And again, second round, you know, some tendencies also of some players, partner.
And that's why...
Wow, what a shot there. And a chance again to go up for it. Mo Conate. The 24-second shot clock. Look at this shot by Mongcopa. Bounce back like a champ. That rebound powered by AIA, formerly Philem Life. Dirk Nowitzki.
One leg crashing every chance they get.
See what comes out of this Horns play. Conate underneath. Too deep. Is on point. Motolite pang matagalan play of the quarter in the meantime. Brought to you by Motolite pang matagalan. Download the Motolite. Boy, Escobar is holding on to his head. Espinosa and Salansang going at it. On the other end, they see Conate. Goodbye! 55-50. Duncan, dunk of the game. Brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Mongcopa seeing that they had the advantage. Boosters down on the floor. Mongcopa running the floor. You give the ball to your big man. Keep that lead or even balloon that lead.
2-point guard setup by Ateneo Lazaro. That is his sweet spot. Great setup by Espinosa. 55-54. Hyundai move of the half. Stargazer, let the future move you. The in-between.
It's really gonna come down to the line in the last 3 minutes of the game.
13 lead changes and 8 deadlocks in the game. And a block. And a recovery there by Mo Conate. That teams are trying to look for that initial run. Clear defensive move on Kyle Hogg there, brought to you by Clear Men. Oh, what a spin! But a wild finish. But Pasol with the pickup. Back to Mongcopa with 3 to shoot, and our first field goal on the 4th quarter. On a scrap-balikan moment, brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles. Panalog seafood sarap na binabalik-balikan.
And talk about the difficulty of that shot. No dip shot. You receive the ball on the top of your head.
Helvang thought about it. They blitz Tuano. Helvang dives. Gets it up and in! Would you believe it? Mongcopa checks his side mirrors. 5 on 4. Sprays it out to Pasaol for 3. No! Ahead of the pack is Tuano. Tuano says goodbye.
Those are shots that he usually knocks down.
Tuano sees daylight, sprays it out to Espinosa, who puts it on the floor, hangs, hits. Themselves a 3-point lead, including this one. A home credit drive in the quarter. Get it with home credit. 60-57. Deserting FEU here in this stretch. The cut by Lazo. Yelvang underneath. Denied by Konate. Pasaol getting through two players. Sends it to the other side. Bautista drives. Up and in for Joric. Let's look at this. Nissan Cup Instant Replay. Brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles. Panalo off the dribble, and really jumped into the defender too. As Escobar comes up short on the three. Here comes Pasaol. 3-on-3 on the other end. Pasaol all the way! And the lead switches hands once again after that Cetaphil fast break of the quarter. Boost 15 essential ceramides to actively hydrate and restore skin barriers. Cetaphil for everyone's sensitive skin. 61-60. And it changes hands again after that three from Dom Escobar.
And hand down, man down. Whenever it's a shooter you're up against, you can't put your hand down because they will be taking that shot.
Moncopa at the short corner. 6 to shoot. Bautista launches from way out. No. Konate. What a move. Pivot foot. Tuano wants isolation. Gives it up to Escobar against Felipe. Back to Tuano for 3. Gets it to go! Babalik-balikan moment brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles. Panalog.
And in the FEU Tamaraws, they're going to need that killer instinct. You know, closing out games.
Pasaol asking for a foul.
And, you know, he's been racking up those fouls.
What a play to Felipe from Janray Pasaol. Pasaol gives up the dribble. Moncopa for 3. No. Konate recycles. Bautista down. It goes. Zero counter run by FEU. Big rebound. Bounce back like a champ. That rebound is powered by AIA, formerly Philam Life. We had the question bricks after that last timeout. Pasaol pops out against Espinosa. Spray to Bautista. Another one!
Talk about Janray Pasaol taking his time. He didn't get pressured by the defense.
And FEU with a 2-game winning streak here in season 88. They win big against UE and they pull away. I can't believe I'm saying that here in season 88 because they have not been able to do it. They pull away.